Hello and welcome back to another reaction to Westworld. I'm Madam Arm, and today I'll be reacting to Season 1, Episode 8, titled Trace Decay. Last episode we found out Bernard is like a host. He's a robot, he's an AI, he's whatever you want to call him, and I didn't see it coming, which I guess explains why we were seeing flashbacks and memories in his life, because we're not seeing that with any of the humans. Okay, and then he killed Teresa, and yeah, I'm assuming he did, because that was a huge splotch of blood on the wall after her head got banged into it. So I'm assuming she's dead. And, gosh, what else happened last episode? Because that was a big one for me. Charlotte is a terrible liar, but she's very malicious. Oh, yeah, and Maeve is going to try and get out of the laboratory. She's going to try to escape from the Delos theme park, I guess. Like, get away entirely, because she's not going to get recalled. She's not going to get a little robot lobotomy like Miss Pennyfeather. So we'll see if those two brainiacs can get her out of there. Alright, let's get into this.
My God. My God. My God. God has nothing to do with it.
Are we in the same place that you killed her in?
I won't let that happen. Besides, we have a new story.
I don't know how to feel.
I will not help you. Raise this place to hell.
Oh.
Bernard. That's enough.
How would you like me to proceed?
So it's like there's free will, and then there's still that pull of a lack of complete free will.
You're new. Not much of a rind on you.
Yeah.
Babe, bought me a drink and let me show you around.
Hey, you're not Pennyfeather.
What's upstairs?
A stunning view of
Anything else this heavenly creature desires.
Usual, Clem?
thank you.
It is her.
This fellow
The
will
new
take
skin.
me home. I'll be back directly. Yeah, so it was that she needed to get out of the lab, but she wasn't gonna like leave the theme park. It was simply not be lobotomized and end up like the others that.
That's exactly right. I'll need allies. And to get them, I'll need administrative privilege.
Well, it's not like you're gonna stop her.
You were sent here for us, weren't you?
What?
You're part of the ambush.
Yes.
He'll be dead in minutes. We can't wait, Delores.
He's not gone yet.
He's in pain, William. The kind of people would be.
This is where he's gonna go, yeah, but he's not real. Just like you. I don't know, something dramatic. Oh, he's gonna kill him. Oh no, we lost him on your walk to the water. Oh. I mean, I walked all the way over there and had a traumatizing moment for nothing.
She was loyal and careful. All of this feels extremely unlike her.
Yeah, doesn't it?
She seemed most concerned.
Designed by Miss Cullen.
Was it?
I examined the code in order.
What?
A
Uh-huh.
clumsy set of fingerprints left by one of Kiwi's tech. It is a bit of work. But with
We're all
Bernard's
suspicious of
help, I
each
should be
other.
able to- Teresa's manipulations have come to light.
Of course, with my apologies.
I'm very sincere.
Playing dumb?
I've learned what I needed.
Great. So then, you probably figured out that you can fiddle around. Change are burned into your core code so deep no one can touch them.
Funny you should mention that.
Get to the door.
Parts of me are quite... Who is Arnold?
I don't know, sweetheart. But
Why are you sweethearting her?
need a trip to behavior. So go blackmail a couple techs up there. Then you can
Do you
see someone
remember
else's
she held a scalpel
problem.
to your
I don't
throat?
have time for...
Fucking way.
There's a window.
I'm very
during
tough.
shift change. No one will notice.
What?
She can tell you're
Whatever it is
arguing.
you got us into.
Self, that's your ass, I'd take it.
Well, I'm sure there's one somewhere in this park.
Bro.
You just don't. Well, this looks promising.
Yeah, anyone got anything interesting inside their heads? Here.
Whoa, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you.
He might.
It's you.
That one.
I figured they retired you. Just.
Eh, eh, eh.
Get the iron!
Ooh. Jesus. Jesus. Woo.
You.
So you can hurt the guests. Good to know. Which makes sense. Like, they could bop their heads on something out there and die just as easily as anyone else. Just can't get shot. But you're not supposed to hurt the guests.
I always consume my victims fresh.
Moist.
Oh.
Try consume my victims moist. Now, once more.
Why
with
would that be
feeling,
better?
Almost sensual.
What?
Created a horde of masked men to terrorize guests and proselytize, come advertise the coming of some end-all villain named Wyatt.
Well, that's cool.
That
Are
isn't
you...
Wyatt. That's busy work. But happily for you, Miss...
Come on, guys. You just don't understand immersive storytelling.
Isn't that what you writers prefer?
Ooh.
This was never gonna end any other way. This.
Oh my god, do you ever stop going on, Sylvester?
We've been tinkering with my core code. Let me show you.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Just wait till I'm back up top practicing my other new chants.
if you're worried about him, you can, like, at least try to stop the bleeding. Not that it'd do much. Jesus. Oh, man. It's like I'm gonna fucking kill you. You're coming along with me. Okay, like, as much as I was rolling my eyes at him, I didn't want him to die, so that's good. He just has kind of a little bit of a gash in his neck. No harm done.
Our table to a stunning view of their most popular attractions.
I was so confused for a second there when she was talking to the bartender, but she can control the narrative now. Oh, that is so cool. That's so cool.
You boys are new.
Business.
Mayhem.
The sheriff judged the riders to be upstanding, God-fearing citizens.
Oh. Oh. Don't shoot him in the back. You bitch.
Decided to practice their quick draws with each other.
You're just allowing the chaos. Oh my god. Why?
The self is a kind of fiction for hosts and humans alike. It's a story we tell ourselves. And every story needs a beginning, a threshold, a that makes us greater than the sum of our parts. No inflection point at which we become fully alive. We can't define consciousness because consciousness does not exist. Humans fancy that there's something special about the way we perceive the world, and yet we...
Have you ever made me hurt anyone like this before?
No, Bernard. Of course not.
Of course not. I only made you violently murder someone once. Why would you ever ask that I would do something else like that?
Stay with your partner.
What?
Did you find what you were looking for, Delores?
Doesn't seem like it.
Where are we?
We're here.
I would
Together.
love to know.
Then when are we?
Okay.
Is this... Are you real?
Yeah, you've been going mad.
Of course.
I'm really sorry. I wish things could be clearer for both you and me right now.
Maybe they can take us back.
I don't know. I'm not super trustworthy of anybody riding up in groups on horses. It's all been bad so far.
Billy, I've been looking for you for days. Man, are you two fucked?
You're a writer. Make up a story.
Yeah, it's
Have fun
that
programming.
easy.
Remember, brevity is the soul of wit.
I mean, honestly, writing's so easy. I should, like, do it, you know?
I just wanted to offer my support. I'm afraid you have the wrong idea.
Okay, that's gonna be weird, though,
Teresa
that he
would
just
have
doesn't
one of those.
remember
Tragic,
Teresa.
but to be honest, I barely knew her. If you don't mind, I should get back to work.
Of course.
People can see otherwise.
Have you heard from Elsie Hughes? I left word with her this morning to notify her about Teresa, but she never got back to me.
I'm sure she's just enjoying her time off.
Yeah, where's Elsie? Jeez.
Mine is to save Delores or die trying. All right, it's just to claim this earth or raise it to the ground.
Can you save Delores? Dolores is on kind of a whole different plane and whole other narrative right now.
Worst of them, a glorified pimp.
I'm gonna kill you slowly.
No, you aren't. The rules of this place hold you back.
Speak like you own this world.
Not just this one.
If he hits you in the head hard enough, he can kill you. Knocked you out, then he can certainly kill you.
Industry.
Are you now?
Philanthropist. Family man. Married to a beautiful woman. Father to a beautiful daughter. I'm the good guy, Denny. Then, last year, my wife took the wrong pills. Fell asleep in the bath. Tragic accident. 30 years of... that she killed herself. Because of me. Emily said that every day with me had been sheer terror. Any point I could blow up or collapse. Like some dark star. So I came back here. Because that's what this place still is, right?
Pulls you back.
Reveals your true self. Whatever.
That better cool them off before they move from gambling and whoring to...
Have fun with that. I'm finally getting out of here.
Then, just when I thought it was done, the woman refused to die.
Always tough. Oh my god. Oh no. You did. Why? Oh, she was in a whole other space in her mind
Well, an
just
animal
then.
would have felt something. And then something miraculous happened. In all my years coming here, I'd never seen anything like it. And that was when the maze revealed itself to me.
The maze. What does that damn pattern have to do with this?
Everything.
Oh, Maeve. That was a big oopsie daisy.
We're having some kind of
Run, run,
behavioral
run.
problem with the madam. I've authorized a TAC team to retrieve her.
Good.
Yeah, good luck with that. Oh.
My baby. You took her from me. Pain. That's all I have left of her.
Oh god.
Give yourself now to a deep, dreamless slumber. Perhaps a fresh start. A new role.
Oh my gosh.
And tomorrow,
Oh gosh. Gun won't work. What? It was.
You've been gone a long while, Theodore. It's time you came back to the fold.
Even he's confused. What? What? Oh, the Alrighty. Well, so I think a big crux of this episode was, the title Trace Decay, and it seems like there's kind of like these traces of the memories and just this kind of like covering of tracks that Ford has done, like Bernard erasing his memories of Teresa, and just the idea of like, have you ever made me do something like this before? He says, of course not, but he has. But he's kind of like, even though he's getting kind of like those reveries, he's still not fully remembering it, because he's not flipping out and saying, oh, you're lying to me, Ford. But most of this episode revolved around the idea of these memories, where they came from and why they've decayed. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with Delores. Like, she gets so many images of herself coming face to face with herself and committing violent acts. And I'm not going to try and analyze that. I'm sure it will be explained to me at some point what exactly that is. It's very artsy-fartsy symbolic, but hey, that's why we love Westworld, right? I do think that Delores is kind of, she's just so trapped in her head of not understanding what's going on with her with these reveries. And it's just been a persistent thing for her for the past 8 episodes, this entire season. Same with her and Maeve. But Maeve has kind of come to the realization of, what it is, what's going on. She knows. I mean, we've seen it unveiled that Maeve has realized and has just had this information also handed to her when she's in the lab and seeing what's happening. She has to come to grips with that and accept it, because that's the reality. But at the same time, she was testing these things, whereas Delores has just been stuck and feeling like she's going crazy because she doesn't know that she's a host. It's just her mind has gone kind of insane and she's just so trapped. It's like, I don't know what finding the end of the maze is going to do for her, because that's the whole mission, but what exactly is this going to unlock? And it gets brought up by the man in black, because we finally figure out what his whole dealio is. Yes, he is a philanthropist, but I can see why episodes earlier he wasn't willing to want to hear that woman be gracious to him about his philanthropic acts, because he also knows that deep down that really wasn't the true self, because the true self caused his wife to commit suicide. And I don't believe he feels absolutely nothing, because he told Teddy he felt nothing when he heard that that homesteader, who we know as Maeve, and her daughter, he said that he felt nothing. He didn't look like he felt nothing. He looked very taken aback. But I can't bring myself to believe he doesn't feel anything at all, because he wouldn't have been trying to comfort his daughter at the funeral like he was saying he was. Like, he feels something. He just got something off with him. He could be a sociopath, but because, I mean, there's levels to that as well, but he wants to see his true self revealed, and I think he has to some degree, but he feels like there's a greater purpose to finding that maze. And perhaps, in the end, that's exactly what it's going to do for Delores. It'll reveal her true self to her, and she'll be enlightened to something that's a greater purpose beyond living the same day over and over. It is ultimately tragic in my mind, though, that Bernard, the way he was reacting to things, how it hurt that he killed Teresa, and he clicked into this mode because Ford ordered him to, and now he doesn't remember. And it goes back to that whole thing with Maeve in her previous life, when Ford said that he can fix it and make her not hurt anymore. And she says, please, this pain is the only thing I have left of her. And granted, he could have just, erased her memory of all that, reset her, given the daughter back, and go back to the homestead. Like, they get reset all the time. Like, she's died so many times in her current form, and was brought back to that current form to live that day out. But that showed he seemed so taken aback by that. Like, that took on a certain amount of humanness and understanding of one's emotions that was maybe deeper than he anticipated them to be able to feel. Like, just at a deeper level. And that's the whole thing, is maybe Ford feels like it's a good thing that he's erasing memories for Bernard and telling him lies like, I would never ask you to do such a thing before this. But in the end, when we have painful memories, it's still important that we have them, because we can learn from them. It helps us hold on to things that were great at one point. It's kind of like
Do you erase something from your mind totally, the good and the bad that came with, like, a memory of a person? Like, do you erase the good and the bad totally, not remember anything, just because it's painful that you no longer have them? No, you'd want to still hang on to that memory, because in the end, everything decays, everything is lost, everyone dies at some point, but the memories are there for other people to live on. Otherwise, what's it for? Yeah, it's some deep stuff, and like I said, I'm not going to try and play guessing games about why Delores is seeing herself doing these violent things and like being in the same place as herself, and that's how she's seeing things, like why that's specifically occurring to her, or what it means, because we're getting closer, I'm sure. Be revealed, and what exactly every detail is maybe immaterial. So I don't know. It's a lot of food for thought, and probably something I can articulate a bit better after sitting with this episode for a bit longer and maybe rewatching it. It did make me very emotional. It shows Maeve has always been. There's always been, even before these whole glitches with the reveries that we started seeing with Delores and in the first episode, Maeve has always had a little extra kick to her, for lack of a better word. Well, next time, I'll be reacting to Season 1, Episode 9, titled The Well-Tempered Clavier. But until I do, I'm Madam Arm. See ya!